Facebook has not been able to catch a break lately. Rebuked for the misinformation spread on its platform by Russian agencies during the 2016 U.S. presidential election, aiding Donald Trump's victory, Facebook was on the defensive for most of 2017. Making matters worse for the Menlo Park, California headquartered social media behemoth, another one of its past oversights has now come back to haunt it in what is undoubtedly its biggest public relations challenge. Reports by the New York Times and The Observer of London on March 17 disclosed that a researcher linked to Cambridge Analytica, CA, a political consulting firm that worked on Trump's campaign, had accessed details of 50 million Facebook users unbeknownst to them and shared it with CA, which uses online data to reach voters on social media with personalized messages. The reports were based on revelations by whistleblower Christopher Wiley, who had worked with CA. This is how it unfolded. In 2014, CA hired Alexander Kogan, a Soviet-born American citizen, to mine data on U.S. voters on Facebook, through a personality quiz app. It was downloaded by 70,000 users, who logged in with their Facebook credentials. That enabled Kogan to access not just their data on Facebook but also their friends' profiles. Facebook says Kogan lied that the data was only for his research while there was a commercial element to it as CA paid for the app. It is unclear at this point how exactly the data was used or whether it was effective. In 2015, Facebook removed his app and sought an assurance from him that the data had been destroyed. But it later found out that the information had been passed on to CA. Facebook has since stopped apps from accessing information about a user's friends and has even limited the data that can be collected about the user. While the broad details of the issue have been known since 2015, the sheer number of accounts that were compromised was not known till now and has led to calls for Facebook to be deleted, with the company, one of the world's most valuable public companies, has shed $75 billion, or 14% of its market value, since March 16. As Facebook spends the next few months trying to convince its users that their data is safe, India will be crucial to their plans. India is, after all, its largest market, with 250 million monthly active users, 12% of its global base, according to recent data by We Are Social and Hootsuite, firms involved in social media marketing and management, respectively. There are other reasons why India is important to Facebook. WhatsApp, the country's chat app of choice, has 200 million users, again more than any other market, and Instagram has 53 million. Both these apps are owned by Facebook, giving the company an outsized role in how Indians communicate. Facebook will only grow as smartphone and internet adoption grows. India is set to add 100 million internet users and 250 million smartphone users by 2020. But at the same time, it has to deal with those wondering whether they should sign up or continue being on the network. Samya Sinha, a 32-year-old data consultant in Delhi, says FB is quite passive-aggressive when it comes to data. It gives you a lot of privacy options, makes you feel you are in control of your wall but buries an "unless you don't want to share" option at the bottom, he says. If you don't opt out, it assumes you are happy to share. Even if you do, you can never be sure the non-consensual sharing has stopped. Privacy controls, not just on Facebook but on social media platforms in general, are not easy to find, and even the most tech-savvy have a hard time ensuring the accounts are as secure as they can possibly be. Indians are very liberal with others accessing their data. A lot of other accounts are linked to my FB account. Who knows which one of them will provide my data to others, says Pratik Karangar, a 30-year-old doctor in Rajasthan. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook's billionaire chief executive, issued a statement on March 21 admitting that Facebook had made mistakes. He added that Facebook would do a thorough audit of suspicious apps and make its privacy policy stricter by limiting the user information it shares with third-party apps. Facebook will also revoke permission to apps that a user has not accessed for 3 months and show an option at the top of the news feed, allowing users to do the same. Zuckerberg also said in a subsequent interview to the New York Times that Facebook would let concerned users know about the CA debacle. Questions sent by ET magazine to Facebook India went unanswered. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission and the European Union are also scrutinizing the issue. Protect Data. Facebook has faced criticism in the past, including about its facial recognition software in India. It was badly bruised in its fight against net neutrality. Its Free Basics campaign tried to push free access to a few websites, including its own, in partnership with telcos, but the telecom regulator in February 2016 ruled in favor of net neutrality. Sunil Abraham, executive director of the Center for Internet and Society, believes sites like Facebook should periodically inform users about the data the apps have access to. Facebook should also ask you every quarter if you want to revoke permission. It's required in countries where users are naive, unaware and incapable of protecting their own interests. Many experts call for more transparency and clarity. Nayantara Ranganathan, program manager at the Internet Democracy Project, says privacy policies are tweaked